Okay, if you want to improve your marathon time, the secret might be in strengthening the core. And you could do exactly the same marathon training plan that you're on right now, but strengthen your core and be a completely different athlete, especially in that final third of the marathon where it really counts, where a lot of runners lose time. In this short video, I'm going to share with you a simple yet effective exercise that you can do within 4 minutes. And it'll help you run more efficiently and more powerfully and get injured less, which is so important to forward progress. This is the same drill I do religiously 4 times a week, and it keeps my core strong and my running form intact. When we're running marathons and ultramarathons, we want to minimize that wasted energy. If you look at the last 10K of a marathon versus the first 10K, the runner's style is completely different and often labored, wasted energy. And one of the key reasons is because runners think as soon as they get more time available, that's more time running. Whereas this could be a very efficient and effective way to spend 10 minutes a week strengthening your core, your abdominals, your obliques, your lower back, but also your hip flexors and your quadriceps. Now, with any part of your training, whether it's an interval session, a long run, a recovery run, or a weight session, or a strengthening exercise like this, you want to optimize it so you're getting the very most out of every second that you're spending doing it. And to do that, similar with an interval session, you want to warm up. You don't want to get hurt doing this exercise. What we're going to be doing is bringing the legs up, which I'll show you in a second. But essentially, we're going to be using the abdominals, the obliques, the hip flexors, and even the top of the quads. So what I would do to warm up is just grab hold of something and your typical leg swings before you do dynamic stretching, before you do a fast interval session, or for me, any run. And we're just getting them ready that they know they're doing something. And especially if you're doing this exercise at the end of a day, when you've been sat on the laptop all day long, super important to get it right and just get your body, your abs, your obliques, your hip flexors is the big one, get them ready to execute the exercise. And then all I'm gonna do is, and this is super important, hang on your skeleton. If you try to use your muscles to pull you up, you're gonna be using your biceps, your shoulders, your grip strength. All you want to do is hang on the skeleton, which is going to allow you to focus on just initially bringing the knees up, and that's step 1, and then later bringing the legs up, step 2, and I'll show you both of these progressions. So shoulder width apart, we just focused on hanging on the skeleton, and then the first stage is just bringing the knees up. You'll be able to feel the abdominals engage, maybe the obliques engage. Bringing them up very slowly. It's all about control. Exactly the same as a run, an interval run, a specific long run, all to do with control. If it's out of control, what you're going to find is that you're swinging as your body's bringing your legs down. You're swinging from back to front, and that's not the right exercise. Just hanging very, very steady on your skeleton and bringing your knees up. And I can feel my abdominals engaging. I know that the exercise is going well. And all I'm going to do is 3 times 10 reps of those. And that is it. And that's taking care of my core, my lower back as I'm going back, my obliques, and my hip flexors. You can have the most powerful glutes, hamstrings, quads in the world. But if your hip flexor goes, you're not going to be able to finish the race, or it's going to take you out of training for 2 to 4 weeks. If you look after this exercise, and this is why I will advocate this exercise over planks, over crunches, because it's taking care of the top of the quads and the hip flexors. The progression from that is to bring the legs up, and you will feel that that takes more control. It takes more strength in the core, more strength in the abdominals. Again, hanging on the skeleton. And just bringing the legs up as straight as you possibly can. And as I'm going back, I'm feeling my lower back engage, and I'm bringing it back again. That is all you need to do. 3 times 10, and if you need to start with 3 times 2 or 5 times 2, gradually work your way up, then that's perfect. Then you just up the reps, and maybe you get to 5 times 4, exactly like an interval session, exactly as if you're running minutes. Before you know it, you're going to be able to do 3 times 10, maybe that's knees up to begin with, and then later bringing the toes up, bringing the legs up. It's a huge boost. And what I find when I neglect this for a little bit, which is very rarely now, but if I neglect it and I feel that the core is not as strong, I'll feel it when I'm doing a faster session or a longer run. I just won't feel as tucked in and as efficient when I'm running over the ground. And once you start to feel the difference it makes to do it, it's just going to be hardwired as part of your routine.